Good day everyone. I'm going to share to all of you the Sonnet 6 from the Sonnets from the Portuguese by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Sonnets from the Portuguese was written by Elizabeth Barrett Browning between 1845 and 1846 and was published in 1850. Elizabeth Barrett Browning was born on March 6, 1806 in England and died on June 29, 1861 in Italy. She was an English poet in the Victorian era whose reputation rests chiefly upon the love poems, Sonnets from the Portuguese, Aurora Leigh, a novel, and many famous and beautifully created works. Young Elizabeth loved to read and write, and Shakespeare was her favorite writer that pushed her to write her own poetry, primarily sonnets, by the time she became a young teenager. She has a husband whom also an English poet, Robert Browning, and so the Sonnets from the Portuguese that I'm going to share to all of you was inspired by Robert Browning. It consisted of a series of 44 sonnets describing the love that Elizabeth felt by Robert Browning. Now I'm going to recite and share to all of you the sonnet. Sonnet 6 from the Sonnets from the Portuguese by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Go from me. Yet I feel that I shall stand henceforward in thy shadow, nevermore alone upon the threshold of my door of individual life. I shall command the uses of my soul, nor lift my hands serenely in the sunshine as before, without the sense of the which affable. They touch upon the palm, the widest land doom takes to part us, leaves thy heart in mine, with pulses that beat double. What I do and what I dream include thee, as the wine must taste of its own grapes. And when I sue God for myself, he hears the name of thine, and sees within my eyes the tears of two. So that is Sonnet 6 from Sonnets from the Portuguese by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So now I'm going to analyze the sonnet by discovering the meaning of the sonnet. So this sonnet is a clever seduction sonnet such as the speaker seems to be giving the suitor every reason to leave her. She is also giving him very good reasons that they should remain together. So I'm going to explain the first quatrain. So the speaker is commanding her beloved to leave her, so go from me, as she has protested in earlier sonnets that she does not believe she is equal to his stature. But the clever speaker also hastens to add that his spirit will always remain with her, and she will henceforward be nevermore alone upon the threshold of my door of individual life, so that the speaker, once met and touched one so esteemed, will continue to play as a presence in her mind and heart. She is grateful for the opportunity just to have briefly known him, but she cannot presume that they could have a permanent relationship. So for the second quatrain, the speaker continues the thought that her beloved's presence will remain with her as she commands her own soul's activity, even if as she may lift her hand and view it in the sunlight, she will be reminded that a wonderful man once held it and touched the palm. So the speaker has married herself so securely to her beloved's essence that she avows that she cannot henceforth be without him. As she attempts to convince herself that such a life will suffice, she also attempts to convince her beloved that they are already inseparable. So sa next, first tercet, so it's the 3 lines. So it means that no matter how far apart the two may travel, no matter how many miles the landscape dooms them to separate, their two hearts will forever beat together as pulses that beat double. Comparison to Elizabeth's sonnets, I said earlier that her inspiration was Shakespeare, so their differences is the rhyme scheme. So for Shakespeare, he uses Shakespearean sonnet. So with the rhyme scheme of um, A B A B C D C D E F and G G. So that's how Shakespearean rhyme scheme. Um, while Elizabeth Barrett Browning wrote Petrarchan sonnets. So um, the Shakespearean sonnet was adapted from the earlier Petrarchan sonnet, which originated in Italy. Petrarchan sonnets share some characteristics with Shakespearean sonnets, but Petrarchan sonnets usually follow iambic pentameter. So the rhyme scheme is like A B B A A B B A, and while the sestet is usually C D C D or C D E C D E. So from the sonnet 6 from sonnets from the Portuguese that I shared earlier has a Petrarchan rhyme scheme with A B B A, A B B A, and C D C D C D.